All right, guys, welcome back to the Simple World Podcast, the number one podcast in all of Patterson, California. We're finally back. I'm your host, Jay Vadum. Yes, Jay Vadum. Now, with that being said, Johan is no longer with us. He got injured in battle. He got COVID. He's missing a leg. You know, a lot of things happened to him. He's focusing more on Amazon. So we're gonna be having a new host, which I'll introduce him shortly. But with that being said, this is the new setup. We're still working on our logo. Hence, we got the cool little Wall Street thing in the back. But yeah, guys, we're basically going to be talking about different ways to kind of help you guys with investing, making money, learning about business. We're going to interview people that have their small businesses too. People that are going to school, managing their time well with their side hustles. So a bunch of that stuff there. But right now, we're just going to be introducing our co-host and be talking a little bit about what happened in my life in the last couple of months, because I'm telling you, it's changed quite a bit. So with that being said, meet the co-host, William Aguilera.
Hello, guys. So yeah, like Jose said, I'll be the new co-host.
You're gonna stay here for
yeah,
a
I'll
long
stay.
time.
I'll
Yeah,
stay here. Yeah,
he won't leave. So
dedicated. Made the drive here. We'll be making the drive
I
every.
recruited him from 3 hours away, so he's here to stay. But yeah, so basically, let's start off talking a little bit about you. So tell us a little about what your passions are and just basically what you've been doing since you graduated. Cause
Let's see. I graduated from Patterson. Was it 2017?
yeah,
Yeah, we
17.
graduated together. I've always been into investing. I've always done. Ever since I met Jose, he's always known that I was always investing in high school, and till this day, I finally at the point where I'm really profitable, and day after day, I still have my losses, but it's just part of the process. And what I mainly focus on right now is just Forex investing and trying to get into futures or options, one of those two. But I got a few other plans. There's something in the making that I don't want to say yet, but I'm still trying to figure out all the legal work, talking with lawyers and stuff like that. So once everything is said and done and about to start, then I'll share it with you guys so you guys can learn and I could teach you guys along the way and you guys can see the struggle. And I like what we're doing because like Gary, I don't know if you guys know who Gary Vaynerchuk is, but he always said people should start documenting their whole process because it's not always an easy way to the top. It's always struggles. There's more struggles than there probably is triumphs, but once you make it, it's nothing but good from there.
Yeah, that's pretty much why I wanted to start it too. Kind of show the progress and the struggles. But basically, for those people that don't know what Forex is, can you give us like a little brief introduction?
It's pretty much just trading currency. It's the foreign exchange market. It's the biggest market to trade. I think last time I checked, it was around $6.6 trillion traded. So it's a lot bigger than the stock market, which I like. It's not as easy to manipulate it as the stock market, as we saw with GameStop, that was huge run up. But that's one of the reasons I like Forex. There's a lot more money circulated, so it's harder to do a big push like that. So it's a lot more structured, a little bit more structured, still a lot more risk. But for me, it's something I like. Everyone has their own different options, and like me, I started off with penny stocks, and I blew many accounts. I think the biggest count I blew was like 10 grand. So yeah, 10 grand in a matter of like months. It was down penny stocks, and then I tried stocks, and I blew another. I think it was like $6,000 account, and then I blew many counts. But
so you had to find it with Forex after.
After Forex, I got into Forex. I don't know how. I think I just started, just like everyone, quickest way to make money. So and that was one of the things that popped up, and it seemed sketchy at first because there's not too many videos out there, and the videos that are out there, it seems like they're scam artists, which there's a lot, especially in the Forex market. So something else I want to bring to the table, someone who is making it with Forex. I'm here to help, and I can help with other investment areas, but I won't be too knowledgeable in it.
But he knows, because Forex is either hit or miss, and it takes a while to kind of master that. So if you got it down,
I started in high school,
big
freshman
thumbs
year.
up there, because I don't have the patience for that. So, but I mean, he was always more patient than me and everything. But with that being said, I was gonna ask you, man. Yeah. So something that I'm always thinking about is when they tell you don't do it for the money. What do you think about that? Like when you're young, I think you should do it for the money because it's important to save money when you're beginning. Of course, down the line, no, but because I mean, in my me and him, we knew each other since high school, but like we always just wanted to make a lot of money. So everything I kind of did was just to make as much money as possible. What about you?
Yeah, I think um, I've always been money hungry, but when I first started going into this whole entrepreneurship thing,
Yeah,
money was the biggest thing, and I think that's what steers you away from seeing all the bad possibilities that can happen and the bad outcomes. So yeah, I don't think it gives you a clear view if that's the one thing you focus on. It should be
yeah,
something you focus on, but it's not the one thing you should focus on. But I mean, I'm really money hungry, but I try to make sure it doesn't go to my head when I'm trading because that's when you do the biggest losses.
on the screen. Yeah,
So
well, yeah. So basically, if you guys there chilling at a warehouse, take the job in construction that pays more.
I mean, I started
Make
off
as
at
much
Granger
money.
too.
Oh yeah, you were at Granger too, huh?
I was
Yeah.
at Granger so I could save money to invest, and that's the money I blew. I mean, I blew money in high school, but that was the 10K that I blew after high school.
Damn, I don't think I've had losses that bad at all. So basically, now that we're through with that, what kind of happened with me since I believe it was almost about 4.5 months ago. I think since we recorded the last podcast, I had to move out that office that we were using, and kind of set up this studio right here. So we got the new setup. We got some better camera equipment. Let me know if you guys like it. But yeah, since that happened, a lot of things have happened again. I know I said this in the last episode, but hey, I've been lagging on that. That's why a lot of things changed. So basically, I'm gonna give you guys a little quick rundown of what happened in my life, just for you guys that are really tuning in, because I'm gonna push this podcast because I'm proud of the quality and the setup. But with that being said, so last year I basically started off the year driving with my CDLs. My second job I had with my CDL. I had my CDL for about 6 months, which is your Class A license to drive semi trucks. So I started working there, started investigating what's better to be an owner operator because I wanted to buy my own truck, haul my own freight, get paid more. So I went into construction, took a look at that. I went into agriculture, took a look at that, and decided agriculture was going to be the best option for me because you just need a truck and you don't need a trailer. So I needed the least amount of capital, which means initial investment, to start that going. So I tested that out. COVID hit, got unemployed. Then I worked at a warehouse, and I got a lot of money at a warehouse because we got COVID raises, which is insane. I made more at the warehouse than I did at truck driving. The
It's
warehouse
crazy.
was probably like $7,000 in 1 month, and trucking was like 4,200. So that was just straight up luck.
Yeah, some people benefited from the whole COVID thing. Well,
Almost everyone I know benefited. What about you? Anyone?
yeah,
That got
anyone,
hit?
pretty much everyone I know benefited too.
Yeah,
A lot of money was
all the
made.
business
A
people
lot of
did pretty
money.
good.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys. With that being said, that's after the warehouse. I decided to buy the semi truck. I purchased the semi truck for $28,000. Money I've been saving up for a while, and I started trucking. So started trucking in the same industry I studied last year. If you guys check out my YouTube channel, I kind of shared part of the history there. Had some success on the YouTube channel too. But yeah, basically started trucking there. It was very simple for me because I studied it last year, like I said. So I had great success with that in about 4 months of truck driving. It was a 4 month period, but in reality, I probably only worked like 3 months and 2 days. So not completely 4 months. So like in 3 months and 2 days, I had some breaks in between. But I brought in $84,000. And after all my expenses, paid off my truck and everything, I was able to keep $48,000. So pretty good chuck and change there. I think I was averaging a little bit more, 11K a month there, which is pretty cool.
Especially
After
at our age,
oh
that's
yeah, I'm 22 now. I just turned 22. But yeah, so it's not that bad. So if you guys remember the first episode, which I'm only gonna keep up because right there I was just buying my semi truck, but the quality is horrible. But if you guys want to check it out, go ahead and check it out. I'm not proud of that one. But yeah, I saved $84,000. No, I made $84,000. Kept profit 48. And since I was done trucking, I sold my semi truck for 27K. So just 1,000 less than when I bought it.
not bad.
So after you mix that up, was like 75,000 between both of them. Yeah, it's around $75,000. So this year, since the beginning of the podcast, I mean last year in 2020, since the beginning of the podcast, I was pretty much at zero. I just had the initial investment to buy the semi truck, And right now, we're kind of sitting anywhere from like 75 to like $85,000 to buy a food truck. So that's what I'm going through right now. I'll be updating you guys that throughout the process on my YouTube channel. But yeah, that's where we're at. So we're just here to kind of share about everything we learned because, like everyone says, what advice would you give yourself if you could give yourself advice when you were 18, or something like that? Because that's like the biggest question. Where would you be? So we're just here to kind of help you guys out for that younger audience and of course older audience. But yeah, man. So with that being said, you think you learned a lot since you were 18?
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, I didn't go to school. I tried it, dropped out. It was taking way too much time from all the side businesses I'm trying to do, so I dropped out, but I know it's something I'm not gonna regret. It was mainly just for my parents, they kept pushing me to do school, but I knew it wasn't for me. It wasn't something I wanted to do. I don't want to work for anyone else, so.
Yeah, when you went, I was like, damn, better him than me. But I'm glad you dropped out, but at least now it's not like a curiosity running through your head.
Well, it was I just had to start being really profitable so I could show my parents, like, this isn't just something that's gonna make me money a little bit of time then just fade away. It's something I'm really passionate about, so.
Yep, makes sense. So yeah, you had to kind of show them that it was worth it. Same thing here. My mom kept on telling me, or just some family members, like, "Hey, how's it going? Anything good yet?" I'm like, "No, still trying to figure it out."
It sucks, especially if you have like older siblings who are successful.
Oh, yeah,
like my older sister, she went to Davis. Her husband went to Davis. They're both engineers, work at Gallo. Well, my sister doesn't work at Gallo anymore, but she has her own consulting business, and yeah, they're really successful and really high up there. So my brother.
So you had more pressure than me.
Yeah, my brother. He's a lab technician at a hospital here. I think it's in Modesto.
Yeah.
So yeah, he went to the Navy. Then he went to the Navy. Then did some schooling there, and then finished school at San Francisco. So yeah. So when you have pressures like that, and your parents compare you to them, but it's. No offense to them, but I don't want to be where they're at at their age. So I plan to be a lot higher. So, but it's just to help my family out. All this is gonna be for my family. I'm really big on family, so.
You did it for them,
to help them out.
Oh yeah, I never really thought about that till you kind of mentioned it down the line, because I have no. Well, I guess there is kind of pressure too. Like, okay, all your little brothers. For me, it was all my little brothers are gonna follow my footsteps. So. Yeah. If I don't go to college, I better, show with proof.
Better start making some money then.
Yeah. So I guess we both had pressure on both sides. Huh? Yeah. That's good. But yeah, I didn't notice that till later. I mean, that must be kind of, I probably would have gone to college too, just for that fact.
Yeah, something to quiet them down for a bit until everything started rolling. Once things started rolling, you show them, then they believe it more, and you could quit or drop out.
Yep. But with that being said, what do you think we could bring? What do you think we could share with the audience, or what do you think we bring to the table? As in, how do you think we could kind of help the younger audience? Because I mean, I really want to help like my little cousins that are young. I had the fortune of knowing exactly what I wanted to do, but just little advice we could give, like about credit, getting car loans, or little stuff like that. What do you think we can kind of add value? I'm not going to talk all professional. I can't even think about those words. What do you think we could give them that would help them?
To be honest, I think the interviews that we have in mind and that we plan on bringing, that'll help them out a lot. It shows them the different path, different ways you can make passive income, or even just a single source of income that's a side hustle. Because, this isn't for everyone, You could have a job and still have a side hustle, or you could just be fully committed and just be your own boss. But I think just showing everyone the different paths, and with me and you having connections, I wish I knew someone. I don't know how to, not to sound.
No, When we were younger, someone that was trying to help at least.
Yeah. If I knew someone who's in my position now with my knowledge, I'd want to talk to him and talk to their connections. And so, I really do believe everyone needs to have a mentor.
It helps, yeah.
It helps out a lot. Speeds up speeds up the process and makes it a little easier. It's still, tough to do on your own, but at least you got someone who's already been down that path and recommends you. Yeah, don't do this.
Basically,
do this.
show you that it's possible too.
Yeah, not only it's an inspiration. Yeah, like my mentor, the one that showed me Forex. Yeah, completely. As soon as I had him as my mentor, everything just
Yeah, you got
just flipped for the better. And
no, that's a good topic. How did you find them? Because I mean, when they first introduced that idea of if you want to be successful in something, find someone that's already doing it.
Yeah, always. Yeah,
a lot that's always kind of like
a lot of podcasts I listen to always
yeah.
say get a mentor, and it was something I knew. I wish I knew years ago.
Yeah.
Who knows where I'd be at right now? But
so how did you meet your mentor? Because when I first heard that advice, I was like, yeah, right. It's not that easy to just go up to a 30-year-old that's successful and just, hey man, can you teach me?
Yeah.
So tell us the story about how you met yours.
I actually met my mentor on Instagram. His name is his Instagram handle is The Life of Lucas, and like I said, there's many Forex scammers out there. So it took me a few weeks to a few months. I kind of say it's more towards months to find the people. I was trying to find who was legit, who was not. So it took me a few months. After that, I started seeing that he started offering mentorship, or he started offering these what is it? It'd be like bundles where he shows you or courses.
Yeah, courses. Yeah.
He has different courses on there, so I decided to take one. So, and I learned from it, and then he started offering mentorships he offered a mentorship after that, some deal that he had going on, and as soon as I saw it, I hit him up, and he responded me back quick. There's different things though. You could get a free mentor, and a
Different
paid mentorship. Yeah, but like the one that showed me Forex, I had to pay was $3,000 for him to mentor me, but well worth it. Since then I've gotten that and more back. And before that, I have another mentor. His name's he's my cousin's husband. His name's Felipe Gomez, and he's the one that changed my mindset. Because before this, I was always school, since that's what my siblings did, and that's the only thing I thought you could do. And he changed my mindset. So what changed my mindset was reading. So I do recommend everyone starts reading at least
audiobooks or podcasts.
At least audiobooks or podcasts. The one that changed my mind was Rich Dad Poor Dad. That one's
the classic book.
Yeah, classic.
Definitely a good one to check out.
After that, my favorite book is probably Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. That one.
Yeah, that one's good. I suck at reading, but I had to listen to that through audiobook. Yeah, but that one's pretty good. Think and Grow Rich.
So definitely recommend grabbing as many mentors as you can. So, like going back to what we started, I think us being maybe even mentors for some people would be something I never thought I could do, but I'd be glad to help everyone out and show them what I know and
because we're not. It's not even just us, It's not that we could help you guys that much, but we could connect you to some people that could really give you the answers you're looking for. For example, let's see how I met my mentor, and now friend Billy. I met him 4 years ago, 2017, 4 years ago.
I think we were still in high school when you were first.
Yeah, so
talking about him. Yeah.
Mine's a little bit more weirder, because I met him in person, and I have this habit of getting really nervous and I get sweaty hands.
Yeah, see, you're lucky. Yours was in person. My Forex guy lives in Dubai, so.
Oh, hey, that's sick.
It's sick, but I mean.
No, yeah, there's a big difference there. Yeah, you could either be a paid mentorship or.
The good thing is he does do like live calls with you every week, just one-on-one.
So you get that one-on-one connection.
Yeah,
that's good. No, yeah, I met mine. So I've been wanting to start a meal prep business since I graduated because I kind of need it. So I've been wanting to start that for a while, and I wanted to find someone that was successful in the meal prep industry. So I found this beautiful company named GoFresh. I think I mentioned it in the other podcast. So the way I met Billy was pretty much Google search GoFresh, found their Instagram, found the CEO, followed him. They had one of those shows where you're like showing off your new products, and then it's like a bunch of companies come and they promote the products. What are they called? Like a little, whatever they're called, man. But yeah, you showcase your new products, and people come and try them out. So I walked around there like 3 times, just looking at him. He would see me walking around. I would just make eye contact, shake my head, go take a breather. And then, I finally got the guts to go say what's up to him. And I just asked him basic questions, not a lot of pressure there. I was just like, hey, man, I'm interested in learning about the meal prep industry. I'm just focusing right now on getting information of to how to start it. And then I hope to save some money. I was just wondering if I could, message you, ask you some questions whenever you have time. Something simple. He was like, yeah, sure. So then that was the first success for me there. But since then, he's been a great help to me. And it pretty much, something as simple as him telling me, do not lease out a location if it doesn't have a kitchen, because it would cost you $50,000, That advice right there just probably saved me so much money, because me, honestly, I'm like, okay, I want to start a meal prep business. I see an open lease somewhere, I'll probably want to go get it.
Yeah.
But just that simple fact that he told me I need like $40,000 to renovate the kitchen is something big.
Yeah, dude,
So,
I didn't know it was that expensive.
I know, yeah, it's something completely random.
Yeah.
So I definitely recommend getting a mentor, or if not, Google.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, if you really want to get a mentor, you'll get one. Yeah,
you'll get on Google, and even go to the third, fourth, fifth page.
Even some people say if you need to work for free for a few months, work for free as long as you get to shadow them and see what they do and how they do it. It's
big benefit there.
huge.
So
Yeah.
I have been thinking a little bit about the guests we're gonna be bringing, and I didn't want to focus on like business people, any entrepreneurs, or little side houses people are doing, but I think it would be really helpful too if you bring like a nurse or maybe a construction worker, because when you're in high school, when you're young, you just kind of want to see what to do,
Yeah, there's different.
it's not just college or business. There's also a couple options there. So probably bringing someone that's been a nurse or someone that's been in construction, kind of to get their point of view as to if the career choice is worth it. Because a lot of people like going down construction and nurse.
Yeah.
And then here and there we get the welder, and then the business owners. So yeah, we're gonna bring those people in. But yeah, so yeah, that pretty much sums up the little introduction we wanted to have. So
a little something, yeah. Though you guys will learn more about us.
Something
the more
simple.
videos
And some cool guests. We have a guest lined up, I think, for next week. I think he resells shoes, so we'll have him on here
What's
soon,
his name?
too. James. Yeah, we're gonna be interviewing James. I've been calling him the Vault Inc. because that's his Instagram page. So his name is James. But yeah, he's gonna be here soon too. So basically, let's do some rapid fire questions just about some like helpful information right off the dome.
Yeah.
I guess we could raw dog it. No, yeah, let's get something out. Let's see. You could ask me first.
Right, let's go. A simple one.
General knowledge test.
What?
General knowledge.
Oh, general knowledge. What for credit cards? What utilization rate should you have, and what credit cards should you start off with?
Okay, so the utilization rate, which I have a hard time saying, I believe it should be under 30%. Anything over that is higher. So if you have a credit card, make sure you keep the rate you're using under 30%. I like to keep mine under 20, preferably, because it makes my score go a little bit higher. But everyone could have their own. But anything over 30, I think is too high. And best credit cards, well, if you're just starting, since
for starters.
For starters,
people starting.
For starters, would be a secured credit card, which means you give the bank or the company your money, and it's 100% approval odds, and you'll 100% get a hard inquiry. And a hard inquiry, just Google it, guys. I suck at explaining that part. But yeah, hard inquiry and secured credit card, the best thing to get. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Definitely get into credit. We have pretty good credit too, so definitely worth the investment. It's not even that hard, huh?
It's not that hard.
Like once a month.
I recently started my credit. Was it like 2 years ago? And
right away.
Yeah, I mean you saw what I have. So.
High 700s. I mean it's
so
no biggie, right? I'm just kidding. No, yeah. All right, my turn. All right.
Do you want to go back and forth then?
So yeah, back and forth. Something helpful. What would be? All right, for a first-time home buyer, what's the percentage they need for a down payment?
For a down payment first, it's for a first-time home buyer, it's a 3% with a conventional loan, and then a 3.5% with an FHA loan. So you just gotta look into it. Yeah, I thought it was a lot higher for a higher down payment that you need to put down, but believe it or not, it's only 3% with the the conventional loan. So that's not a lot at all.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. After that, it's like 20% for a house, but first-time home buyers 3.5%.
Yeah. You just gotta look into it. There's a lot of programs that
to
help
it.
you out, a lot of options that you could take, and yeah, it's just something you got to research, do on your own. And
Nice. All right, go ahead. Yes, sir.
all right, we'll keep it with real estate. What do you need to qualify
To buy a house.
to buy a house? To buy a house.
To buy a house, qualify for a loan. I believe you need 2 years of work history, and the credit score may vary. Like I said, with the different government plans the government has. I think it's from 580 and up to qualify for the loan. But like I said, guys, it takes minimal work to get your credit over 700. So it should be at least 700. So 2 years of work history and credit was at least 700, in my opinion. But you traditionally to qualify, you need like a 580.
That definitely, make sure you work on your credit scores. That helps you out big, especially with once you apply for business loans or
Everything, yeah.
houses, car loans.
If you've been doing it for a while, they give you business loans.
Yeah,
for like
so make
10K
sure,
right off the bat.
I'd say start that as soon as you guys can, or get a cosigner. Sign on to your parents or something.
Yeah, something, guys. Definitely look into it. We'll talk a little bit more throughout the podcast if you guys are interested in that. All right, my turn. Rapid fire question. All right, random one. All right. What's the S&P 500?
The S&P 500 is it's an index in the stock market that measures the overall performance of it's about 500 companies, and it gives you a broad idea of how the market's trading and how everything is doing economically in the U.S. So it's a good thing to look at and reference when you're buying long-term stocks.
That's nice. Yeah, check out the S&P 500 on Google as well.
Yeah, it's easy to look at. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, go ahead. Your turn.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just keep it with trading then. I don't know what to ask you. What's gold? Do you know what gold's trading at, or what's?
I know GameStop is trading at gold. Gold.
Yeah, because I know you were into gold, so.
I check gold once in a while. I think it was at. Fact check me on Google. I think it was at 1,700 last time I checked. It's dropping a little bit, but
yeah, I saw that too.
It should be at 1,700.
I saw that too. It's been dropping.
All right, my turn. Yeah, with stocks too. All right, this is a good one. What's the average return in percentage that you get back from investing in the stock market in 1 year?
Usually, the average return is about just 10%. Isn't bad. A lot better than keeping it in the bank, money in the bank, yeah. Or I always recommend that you at least put it in a simple fund or something.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
get a bigger
10%,
return.
If you have 100K, you're making 10K a year just from the money.
It doesn't seem like a lot if you have a small amount of money, but it compounds. It keeps compounding. So
I mean, technically speaking, if you have $1 million in there, which is not that big of a goal if you're thinking long term, 10% is 100K a year. You could live off 100K a year. So
yeah, once it gets
10% is a good amount, and that's average. Some of the people we know get a bigger average. So
could be, or even worse. It's not always. It's not always gonna be 10%.
But if you lose, I think you could write off the first $3,000. So
yeah, there's different things that you could write off, and again, that's just doing your own research or asking us if we know anything about it. More than happy to help.
All right, you do the last
one. All right, last one. What's the average inflation rate per year?
2. I think it's 2%. So yeah, it should be around 2 to 3%.
Yeah, I think that's what I think 2%, somewhere 2%. Around there.
Yeah, so basically that means if you keep your money in the bank with inflation at 2%, you're losing $2,000 a year just from your money sitting. Instead of having it in the stock market on the average rate of 10%, you're getting 10,000 back. So yeah, pretty good. Yeah, definitely look into it, guys. But yeah, some random facts right there.
Yeah, we'll put our Instagram handles on the bottom of the.
Yeah, you're gonna get a new account, so make sure you guys follow him.
Yeah, because I already have an account, but it's a family one. I kind of want to make just a business or more
celebrity
me focused. Name. Yeah.
Celebrity name, Jay Vito.
I don't know my celebrity name yet, but
yeah, guys, that's gonna be pretty much it. Like I said, next week we have a host. We have a guest. We're gonna be interviewing the reseller, James, and then after that, we'll see who else we can get here. But let me know down in the comments who you guys want to see from. We do have access to some older people that are much more successful, but we did want to focus on interviewing the younger audience that's kind of hustling out there. So let us know if you guys want to see the older people more.
At the same time, the older people, they have insights. They've been in it
getting stuff
many years.
We could probably bring him in probably like
A little bit
4
both,
or 5 episodes down the line.
I was gonna say somewhere down the line we'll contact a few.
So as we get some practice, because I'm still a little nervous.
Getting the jitters out.
Yeah.
It's definitely different. Something you don't do every day, so something you're not used to.
So yeah, guys, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
We'll be posting weekly, right?
Yeah, weekly for sure.
Weekly. So yeah, thanks again.
#1 podcast in Patterson.